Thank you, General Conway. Thank you, General. Our next speaker has held a variety of senior military positions in the U.S. government over the years, including Deputy Commander of the United States European Command. Please join me in welcoming General Chuck Wall.
Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the speeches as much as I have, because every time I hear these guys speak, it's invigorating, inspiring, and number two is when Patrick Kennedy ripped up his speech, I did mine too, so I'm going to speak about things from my heart, and I'm not going to use my speech today. Three, if you look at at least the United States contingent here on the panel, which I know all of them to a different degree, either reputationally or personally, these individuals represent what's best about America leadership, frankly. And that leadership on this panel is what's needed to solve the problem that you all are here about today. So I would commend all the panel here for what you're doing for a worthy cause. And I want to talk a little bit about how I see this problem. But first I'd like to thank Madam Rajavi for her leadership. I think the problems that we face in the world today, this is one of them, by the way. It represents what we all should stand for in a global arena, a world that we live in today. Takes courageous leadership. In America today, we're in the middle of a presidential campaign. And for those that live in America, that's all you hear about. Some of the people on this stage have been through those campaigns. They know what it's all about. When you hear the things that we talk about in America and make important, it's trivialized by what you all are facing with Ashraf. I have to stand here today and say, I think today we're all Ashrafis, and I believe that sincerely. You know, it kind of struck me when I heard Frau Sismuth make her remarks. She's from Germany. I'm of German descent. I lived in Germany 15 years. I love Europe. I love the international community. I've been to 144 countries in the world. I spent most of my time in foreign military operations of some sort. And I looked at that and I think, you know, we're really a global community today. We can't look at ourselves as individual nations. We can't look inward. And frankly, again, without being critical and going back to what General Conway said, there's a tendency to try to avoid being critical of our own nations in public particularly. But I will say that when I hear the debate about what's going on in America today, I'm almost embarrassed about how trivial some of the issues are compared to some of the things that we face, particularly people like yourselves and the residents of Camp Ashraf. We owe it to ourselves in the world today to be a global community. Your problems are our problems, and it's not going to go away, and we have to act that way. Well, I grew up in the Midwest in America, probably a lot like many of you out there when you grew up in your. And in America, in the Midwest, things are simple. You take care of your neighbor, you trust your neighbor, you have a certain amount of integrity. When you say something, you live up to it. You can be trusted. You care about other people. They come first. We need to act that way in the global community as well. We have a moral obligation to do that. And we don't have the opportunity or the option to have selective morality. So we can't say to ourselves that one person's problems or a group of people like the people of Ashraf aren't important enough to us today because the acquiescence to a regime in Iran is more important. That is immoral, and we need to stop acting that way. Number two, and I'm going to make this short, we make complex problems, we have to have complex solutions. There are simple solutions many times to complex problems. Many times when we look at a complex problem and start developing complex solutions, it's an excuse for inaction. There is no reason today why the Camp Ashraf issue and the MEK listing cannot be solved. It's as simple as that. And there's only one step we need to take to solve this problem today, and that's to delist. Thank you very much.